What if I told you that just observing for the first 3 weeks as a new manager is crucial for yourself and your team's success? Yet almost nobody does it. The majority of new managers want to start right away and show results immediately. Yet they're setting themselves up for failure. In this video, I'll talk about why just observing at the beginning is so important for my and my team's success in the long run. Even though people may doubt about what I'm doing and actually question if I'm going to be able to succeed in my role, then I'll show you how I do it. So why do I just observe at the beginning? There are two main things for that. The first one is it gives me time to get to know my team. By getting to know my team, both professionally and personally, I want to know everything about them, what they do, what their goals are, what their ambitions are, and what they want to achieve in this role or their next role. At the same time, I really want to know what they're doing in their current role, what their tasks are, what their most critical tasks are, and how I can help them achieve their success. So I observe how my team works, how they make decisions when I'm not there, and any decisions that I'm required to make in my first few weeks, I will always defer them to my team. If I need to make a decision about a project that's already been running, I won't just barge in there and I'm going to say, hey, I know everything. We're going to do this and this because it may have worked in my previous company. No, I'm going to actually ask all of my team members that are involved in the project what their opinions are, how they resolved any of the issues, and if the decisions that they offer actually make sense. I'm just going to confirm it because I want to see how they're doing their business as usual. I don't want to change it if there's no necessity to change it. Then I'm going to shadow them. I'm going to shadow each of my team members and see what they're doing, what their most critical tasks are. And I'm also going to try out all of those tasks, especially the critical ones, so that I learn and understand what they're doing. And the reason behind this is I'm going to gain the trust of the people. They're going to respect me more because I'm actually getting my hands dirty and I'm actually doing the work. At the same time, I'm making sure that if one team member actually gets sick, gets fired, or leaves the company, I can actually take over some of the tasks for them. And even if they go on vacation because they need their time off. The next thing that I do is I refrain from using my experience. So I may be an experienced operations person. I may have been in a similar role. I'm going to be just observing and I will want to see the team in action, even though I may really want to jump in and actually tell them, hey, based on my experience, this is the best way to go forward. I won't do that because I want to see how my team operates without me. What can actually happen is that due to my previous experience, I will just tell them, hey, we really need to do this and this and this, and this is going to be the best outcome. I may actually have the industry blindness of me thinking that this is the best solution, even though my team may have done it better before I even arrived. So I don't want to limit myself into just using my experience, at least at the beginning. The second reason for it allows me to onboard myself. So pretty much in every company that I was in, they promised me some type of onboarding that I don't need to worry about it. They're going to explain everything to me, what my role is, what my responsibilities are, and what do I need to do in the first few weeks. Yet that almost never happened. They promised me a lot, but when I got onto my role, maybe the role was a little bit different than what they actually told me, or they just told me, hey, here's the documentation, or hey, we've recorded some videos for you to just check out, and then that's pretty much it. So the way I do this is first I ask my team what their responsibilities and tasks are. This is going to give me an overall view and understanding of what my overall tasks pretty much are. And if I'm lucky, I talk to my predecessor. I'm also going to talk to my boss, what he or she expects of me. What do I need to do? I'm always going to demand that we have regular weekly meetings so that I understand what their intent is, what their plan is, and pretty much everything around it. I'm also going to be talking to higher management, to everybody that I actually can come up to, just so that I can understand the higher purpose, what the company is about, what the goals are, and also that I can make connections and relationships with them that I can use later on for my professional and even personal development. You never know. I may get mentors there. I may get coaching. I may get some consulting done with them. The second part is that I'm going to be talking to my peers, so other managers and leaders within different departments. I'm going to approach it pretty much the same as when I'm getting to know my team. I want to know about their personal lives, their professional lives. And from that, I'm going to understand what their relationships are towards my department and how are we going to cooperate and communicate on how to best achieve each department's goals and then also how to achieve the company's overall goals. As I've been mostly in operational roles, the first thing that I'm going to do is talk to the sales department. At the same time, I'm going to ask them questions about what were the biggest issues and problems and how are they solving them before, and if they have any suggestions what we can improve. What I'm achieving with this is I'm listening to them, to their problems, to their issues that they may have had before. I'm trying to solve them. And at the same time, we're building a rapport so that we can achieve all of our individual team goals Then I'm also going to talk to other associates. It doesn't need to be a team lead or a department manager. I'm going to be talking to every single one of them. I'm even going to be trying to understand what they do, what their critical tasks are, so that I can understand how this relates to my team and me. I'm going to be absorbing all of the information that I can so that we can succeed. I'm also getting an understanding of the company's climate and culture and how everything pretty much fits together. The next thing that I'm looking at when I'm onboarding myself is that I'm looking for who are the power brokers in the company. So in general, we have two different types of power brokers. So those are the official ones and the unofficial ones. So the official ones are most likely going to be the managers, executives, whoever is pretty much in charge and has the ability to decide things. And the unofficial ones are usually the people that are not in leadership or management roles, but that they have such a big influence on how people think, on what they will do. Those are the people that it's always good to be on a good side of. When I was an IT consultant and leading a department, we had several programmers. One of the programmers was so good that his decisions and his opinions actually swayed the department and the actual running of the company. Pretty much, she was untouchable. He was able to tell one of the directors to go F themselves and nothing happened to him, because if he actually left or got fired, it would actually leave a big hole within the company. There was a reason why he was paid a lot more and could do whatever he wanted. He could work whenever he wanted to, unless there was something critical. He could also tell us, I don't want to do this project. I would rather do this and that. And because he was so influential and so important to the company, he got his way more often than not. Another thing that I do is I talk to everybody. It doesn't matter who the person is. I'll always go and grab coffee, tea, or go to lunch if they invite me. I will accept any invitation in the beginning so that I understand everything about the company, the people, and pretty much that I get the overall picture. Because if I don't do that, probably nobody is going to show it to me. When all of this is happening, I'm going to be thinking and writing down all of my ideas and all of these improvement suggestions that I come up with, or just any questions or any ideas that I have, so that when I've onboarded myself and I'm comfortable of taking over completely, I'll start asking questions and how we can improve our operations, our effectiveness and efficiency so that me and my team can succeed. Number one, it gives me time to spend with my team. Number two, I get to properly onboard myself and I use my team to onboard me. Number three, it allows me to build initial trust with my team. Have a good one. Bye-bye.